making my master cookie mix. I call it my master cookie mix because this is the mix I use to make chocolate chip cookies, peanut butter cookies, any number of cookies that are basically brown sugar based, not just regular sugar cookies, but these are the ooey gooey, soft and chewy cookies that I've come to love. So let me show you the ingredients. You're going to need all-purpose flour, some baking soda and salt, some brown sugar, white sugar, and some shortening. Alright, let's get started. Okay, we're going to start by basically dumping all of our dry ingredients in. We have our flour, baking soda and salt, our brown sugar, and our white sugar. First thing you want to do is gently mix these things up together just until they're combined well. Okay, that looks good. Now we got to take our shortening and we got to cut it in. Now it does not have to be cold. The shortening does not have to be cold. It can be room temperature. I just made it into smaller cubes so that it will go throughout the mix more easily than big chunks of shortening. And I'm using the butter flavored shortening just for added flavor. Get out of there. Okay. I'm also going to use my pastry cutter to do this, but you can use fork, 2 forks, a couple of knives. And this is just going to take a little while. You want to work it in until you have crumbs. It should just be very crumbly, almost like wet sand. I use this mix because it makes it easier to be able to make cookies on the fly as quick as you want. You pull the mix out and you put things together. You add an egg, you add some chocolate chips, you add some vanilla, and you have chocolate chip cookies. And that's what I'm going to show you next. Okay, this is what you want it to look like. You have some crumbs in here. Everything is basically well formed together. You can squeeze it together and it clumps. That's the shortening going throughout your mixture. So what you need to do is basically put this in a Ziploc bag, sort of like this one, and store it in your pantry for about up to 3 months. It will last nicely. And when you are ready to make cookies, you just pull it out and use a couple of cups or whatever you need according to the recipe. And I have many recipes to share with you for these cookies, but today we're going to make some quick and easy chocolate chip cookies. Okay, we're ready to make our quick and easy chocolate chip cookies. Let's look at the ingredients. You need a couple of cups of our cookie mix, some chocolate chips, 1 egg, and some vanilla. It's just that easy. Now let's get going. I'm going to put our egg into the mix and our vanilla. I already told y'all I don't measure vanilla, but you want about a teaspoon, so I probably ended up putting in 1.5 teaspoons. You want to mix this together well before we add the chocolate chips. Okay, that looks great. Let's get all this mix off of our whisk. And then we're going to switch to a wooden spoon. You can even use a spatula here. See, I have dough on my fingers. And you just want to mix these in very well. You can add nuts. You can add peanut butter chips, butterscotch chips, white chocolate chips. This is where you can really experiment and figure out what you like, what your family likes, and give it to them. And now we're going to put the cookies onto our cookie sheet. Drop by tablespoon onto your baking sheet. I line mine with foil. If I have parchment paper, I would line it with parchment paper, but I don't have any today. And basically that's the gist of it. Alright, we have our cookies on our cookie sheet, and we're going to place it into our preheated 375-degree oven for about 10 minutes, anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes. You want to start watching You're looking for the edges to brown and the inside to be set. You don't want to overcook your cookies or they're going to be tough. If you like crunchy cookies, then you can go a little bit longer, but I'll show you what it looks like when I get them out. Okay, our cookies baked in the oven for about 11 minutes, and I let them cool in the pan and on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes before I move them to a wire rack. Take a look. These are my delicious chocolate chip cookies. Oh, so nice and moist and chewy, just how I like them. I'm going to take a small bite. Nice. Almost melt in your mouth. Chocolate chip cookie. Classic flavors of the sweet, and then you get the semi-sweet chocolate chips. And you got a hint of that salt in the background that we put in the cookie mix. Very delicious. You have to try this cookie mix. Many more recipes coming that you can use this cookie mix for. Remember, if you can keep it in your pantry, as long as it's a cool, dark place, for about 3 months, up to 3 months. It never lasts that long in my house. Thank you for joining me today on Divine Cuisine, where we had a great chocolate chip cookie made with my master cookie mix. Let me know how you like it. Try it out. See you next time.